Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is July 29th and it's a day after I did a hard ride yesterday, including a very challenging 10-minute effort up a climb in the high peaks called the Hurricane Road. I did a KOM effort there yesterday that I was able to get. A very difficult 10-minute long effort, which required me to put out a new personal record, max heart rate, and a 10-minute average heart rate of 198 beats, which if you would have told me before the climb that that's what I would have had to put out, you know, for a sustained 10-minute heart rate to get that KOM, I'd have told you I couldn't do it, but I did it. So obviously today is going to be a much easier ride with much lower intensities, which gets me to what I wanted to talk to you guys about today on this ride, which will just be a base endurance ride for me. So, and actually it's kind of ironic because shortly after I posted my ride yesterday on Strava, and I made mention in the title of my ride that yesterday was my 44th day in a row of riding with no rest days, and today is the 45th day with no rest days. And the gentleman, I think his name was Marvin, he basically asked me like why I would do such a thing and if there's any kind of a training reason behind it. And you know, there is. And you know, I can't really, you know, give you guys any, you know, sound scientific basis or studies to support what my thoughts are, but he asked a question. I thought it was a good question. I'm gonna tell you guys what my thoughts are anyways about it. But you know, I look at it very simply, and I look at it like this, and I'm sure you guys can think of examples in your own personal life where this is the case. And I don't care what kind of activity you're talking about, whether it's climbing hills on a bicycle, whether it's being a welder, you know, being a electrician, you know, building things, anything that requires some skill and, you know, human input to accomplish. If you look at any task that people are accomplishing, you know, who are the very best at those tasks? You know, who completes those tasks the best? In my experience throughout life, it's been the people who, for whatever reason, because it's their livelihood, their life passion, whatever the case may be, but the people that excel at these tasks most of the time are the people who love to do these and who literally do those tasks every day of their life, you know. And why would it be any other way, you know? And so I just look at it from the standpoint of, if you want to be a great bicycle rider, then you need to ride your bicycle every damn day. So that's why I do it, you know. I just want to ride every day. I want to be a good rider, and I think it's important to train every day in order to accomplish that. All right, guys. Now obviously, if you are going to do something like, you know, ride your bicycle every day, or, you know, I mean, let's face it, I mean, I don't ride my bike every single day of the year. You know, work does occasionally throw a monkey wrench in there where I won't be able to ride. But I bet you out of the 365 days in a year, I bet you I ride 350 or better. You know, I definitely don't average a day off a week. You know, nowhere even near it. So, again, I mean, I don't ride every single day of the year, but I ride the overwhelming majority of them. So I just want to get that ironed out first of all. But I would, you know, if work, you know, didn't throw those occasional monkey wrenches in. But anyways, but if you are going to do something like this, then obviously you have to go about it the right way. And you can't do things like attack 10-minute, you know, 2-mile, 8.4% KOMs every day. So you have to do a good job of learning your body and knowing your body so that when you need to, you can pull back and basically kind of recover on the bike, which is what I'm going to be doing today. I mean, yeah, I'm out here riding, but I'm just going at a really subdued pace, you know, for what's considered hard for me. You know, like I said, you know, yesterday I hit a max heart rate of 203, and I just climbed that pretty steep section of this hill loop I do at like 152. I reached 152 for a max on that little kicker, but it's because I got to my easiest gear and reduced my cadence way down to where it's not taxing my body to complete that. So I mean, I think that's the biggest that's the biggest place where people go wrong in their training in general is they just ride too hard too often. I mean, I really save my like yesterday's effort. I keep going back to yesterday's effort, but guys, I have not ridden that hard, and I haven't ridden that hard since probably the Bristol Mountain Road Race, which was June 2nd. So I mean, here it is, July 29th, 28th, and I haven't ridden. I mean, that's about almost a 2-month gap since I've really gone full guns a-blazing, you know. I don't do it that often. You know, I'm usually riding, most of the time, endurance pace with a little bit of tempo mixed in. And, you know, that's just what works for me. And that's what allows me to train every day. So, like I said, I can't give you guys any real sound, you know, data on this. Like I said, I just look at it from an observational standpoint throughout my whole life. Who accomplished tasks the best, regardless of what that task is? In my experience, it's been the guys or the gals who do that, whatever it is, every damn day. So that's what I try to do. I ride every day if I can, because I want to be good at riding this bicycle up hills. So that's what I do, and I just gauge the effort day in and day out to allow me to accomplish that. So yeah, I thought that was a good question the guy asked. Just wanted to give you guys a little insight on why I do ride about every day. All right, guys, let me make a correction here to what I just said. Just about a minute ago, I told you that I only had one effort in the last 2 months that I went, you know, really hard. It's actually not accurate. I just thought about it, and like I said, I want to be as accurate as I can be with the information I'm sharing with you guys here in the channel. So there was one other effort, and I think it was, I don't know, it was like 2.5 or 3 weeks ago. I did do one other, I think it was like an 8-minute, just over 8-minute effort And that was when I went after the KOM over in Parishville on what the hell's the name of that road again? White Hill Road. White Hill Road. I did do that KOM effort like 3 weeks ago. So literally, in the last 2 months, I've had two, let's just call them 10-minute efforts. Excuse me. Two 10-minute efforts in the last 2 months, basically, where I've gone like really full tilt, pretty much as hard as I could possibly go. So, and you know, I pretty much reserve, you know, my truly hard efforts, you know, for these KOM hunts. I mean, you know, I like going for the KOMs. I find it motivating, and it's what helps me, you know, get the most out of myself and out of my training. So I like going for the Strava climbs in the area. You know, I'm pretty decent at it. I get quite a few. You know, but in order to go after them, you have to be, you know, rested enough. And you might ask yourself, well, you know, how can you be rested enough after 44 days in a row of riding? Well, it's because out of those 44 days of riding, you know, 90% of that or more was spent riding endurance pace, or sometimes even less than that. You know, I'll have days. I had a day last week. I don't know if you guys noticed on my Strava. I had a day last week. Went out for, you know, I was feeling tired. Took it easy. Went out for 1 hour. Had a normalized power of 88 watts. My average speed was like 13 miles an hour. I was just literally putting around out there. But that's still helping build the aerobic engine. And in my opinion, that's better than sitting on the couch. So that's why I ride every day, or as many days as I'm capable of with my current schedule. So, you know, hope you guys found this informative. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below. I'll do my best to answer as always. I'm actually, the sun's back out and they're calling for, there's a bunch of thunderstorms in the area. So I'm trying to get my ride in before I get caught in a thunderstorm. But I'm on that hill loop right close to my house. So if it starts raining too hard, I'll just go back home. But all right, guys, well, thanks for tuning in to another vlog. I'll look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. And remember, don't let anything or anybody get in the way of getting in your miles.